Okay, I've just turned the camera on. I haven't really thought about what I was going to say, but I thought I'd just make a video. Just a talky video. Talk about various topics. Basically, I'm just a little bit hungover today, really, and a bit disorientated from the clocks going back. Yeah, clocks went back, and yeah, didn't get like the right sleep I needed, especially like a night after a night like last night, because it's Halloween today, and there's like some Halloween celebrations in town. There's a metal gig that Tris put on. It was very enjoyable. Lots of people came out. I actually dressed up as well. I wasn't like that bothered about like dressing up this year or anything, but it just like kind of occurred to me that, oh, why not? And I kind of went to a charity shop. I brought this horrible lime green jumper and this really bad tie and this awful kind of like granny hat thing. And like the cinema, you get 3D specs. I just took the lenses out and I just like kind of went a bit geeky, had a bit of a like geekish look going on, and I just said to people that I was like a nerd dressed up by someone's mum or something that isn't very coordinated fashion wise. Not that I am really. I rely on black a lot, and I think I'm comfortable with black, to be honest. It suits me, and why the fuck am I talking about fashion and clothes? That's just fucking weird. But I did get a new t-shirt the other day. I went to see Flying Lotus in Bristol Trinity. I went with Dave, and it was quite confusing, really, because Google Maps is a fucking load of bollocks, basically. Google Maps is shit, alright? It got us in the wrong direction. We were looking for the venue for about 2 hours, just going up and down the same kind of street. And it was pretty fucking mad, now I think about it, really. And I had to go for a wee. Why am I saying this on camera? But I had to go for a wee. I was drinking wine in the car on the way. I like white wine. No, it's good. It's a good, nice, easy drink and gets you on your way for a night out, I'd say, yeah. If you're into that kind of thing. I don't really condone it, but it's good. But what was I saying? I had to stop, and I got out, and I did it, and then like I kind of almost fainted afterwards. That was like really fucking weird. I was like almost like down to my knees, and then I just realised what was happening, and then I was alright. I just like stood in a normal position, and it was like, what the fuck? How did that happen? I've never really had that experience of kind of like losing like foresight of where you are and what you're doing and like pretty much collapsing. Or if I have, it's like been a long time since it's happened, but I was definitely like more conscious of it this time. And it's kind of scary, but it's also like kind of enlightening, that kind of thing as well. I guess it's like a really small percentage of what like death may feel like or something. Or maybe I've like just got totally wrong there and I'm just thinking too much anyway. But yeah, it was quite scary shit, but it was also kind of like liberating, but not, because like I was fighting it a bit, but there was nothing I could do about it because I almost kind of collapsed. But it took us ages to find a Trinity. We're going up and down the street, and in the end, me and Dave just stopped and like went into a Tesco in Bristol and just asked this lady, and she was awesome and she knew where it was. And it didn't really state on Google Maps like where we were meant to go, well, not properly anyway, and it was fucking ridiculous. And luckily, as like Dave found a parking space, as we were like going around the back, like we saw the man himself, Flying Lotus, Mr. Steve Ellison, and it looked like someone just called for him to like go in, and yeah, he like went in. When we got in, we had our tickets already, so it's alright. It was actually a birthday present to me from Dave, like going to see Flying Lotus. And yeah, well, as soon as we got in, he was basically on, pretty much. I had time to get like a drink, then just see him. He had a drummer with him, and he had Dorian Concept of the Cinematic Orchestra, I think, on keys. And it was really nice additives to like what he normally does, because basically he just kind of like plays from his laptop and has a few like sequences and shit, you know, and he kind of like just improvises, and like he's basically playing a lot of stuff off of like all his albums, really, even like threw in bits of like Massage Situation, some of his like real old tracks from the early EPs, and like some stuff from his latest EP too. And played a lot of stuff off of Los Angeles and Cosmogramma. Didn't really play, I can't really remember if he played much of 1983, but yeah, it was fucking good, you know. Flying Lotus is definitely my artist that I've like really been into this year a hell of a lot. Just like listening all through his catalogue of work, and yeah, really into his stuff. I think Cosmogramma's pretty genius. I'm not sure if it's the album of the year, really, but it's definitely up there for me anyway. And it's like just very inspiring, like how he melds all this influence into his own thing and that he's got going on. And yeah, it's like just quite a visionary with electronic music and beats and stuff like that. It's cool. And yeah, so we saw the set. It was like probably the shortest hour of my life. It just went by like that. And I don't know, it's kind of like when I saw him, me and Dave actually went to see him in March as well, on the Fekla, which is a venue, which is a boat, basically, like Bristol Harbourside. And that was a lot more intimate. But like this one, like it was a bit bigger. It's Trinity. It's kind of a bit like a church or something. And yeah, there was lots of people in there. And yeah, it's safe to say he's definitely got a lot more popular since Cosmogramma came out. And you know, I just hope the day isn't going to come where it's like going to like cost like 30 quid to see him, like in some like big tin arena place. I hope that doesn't happen, but you know, an artist has to have success and like take it to whatever level they can take it. You know, I'm kind of dreading him ever doing something bad or something that I don't like, really. And it's like, it happens with bands, you know. Sometimes like you're not always like going to get into everything like one of your favourite bands does. It's just the way it goes, really. I mean, there's some like Radiohead songs I'm not into. There's like a lot of Animal Collective stuff I don't really get, you know. It's like a lot of people love the album Song Tongs, but like I just like haven't really felt it, you know, like I have like some of the other albums they've done. And even like some Modest Mouse as well, and Flaming Lips. But like these are all bands and artists that like, you know, push the boat out and experiment a lot. And it has to happen, you know, because if you're an artist or a musician or a director or a writer or whatever, you just kind of like have to, you know, push the boat out, especially if you're prolific and you're into that kind of thing. You you know. And yeah, Flying Lotus did a good set. We almost got to speak to him, but yeah, security were there again. It's happened to us at Fetler. I got my ticket signed. I think the original point I was making was I actually got a T-shirt of his, which is good. Which is basically like the album cover of Cosmogramma. But yeah, it was a good gig. It's a shame we didn't get to see the support, but it was still really good. And I guess that's my story on that gig. Been to a lot of great gigs recently. I saw MF Doom. That was quite something to behold. Some Daedalus. Saw No Age and Male Bomb. I got my No Age t-shirt on at the moment, which is pretty cool. No Age and Male Bonding. Been to like a few local gigs. Like went to the one last night, which is a metal one. It was pretty good actually, you know. At one point, metal was like probably one of my favourite genres of music, and was really in the forefront of like my kind of early to mid-teens, definitely, you know, because it just resonated with me, the aggression of it, the whole like pissed off vibe, just getting all that out, you know, it really helps. And sometimes I do like a bit of metal, but it's not really at the forefront these days. But yeah, it's another subject for another time, I guess. Yeah, that was good. Saw some like great kind of like punk as well. Like some good like two-piece bands last week. And next Saturday in Bristol at Mother's Ruin, I'm opening up as doing my carnivore stuff. Yeah, so that's going to be something. I haven't played on stage for about a year and a half, so I'm pretty nervous about it. And like the stuff I do is pretty much improvised off the cuff. I do kind of have an idea of where it's going to go, but it's like nothing concrete about what the actual material is or anything. But yeah, if you're watching this and you're near the area, go and see it. And if you're on Facebook, like my page for it, or add me, or whatever, you know, because I'm on there. But only add me if it's like, if you're nice, and you're someone I kind of know on here. Yeah, that goes without saying, really. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm sorry it's a bit boring. I just kind of felt like I needed to do a video and like focus on something for a bit. Yeah, been watching a hell of a lot of that. It's like the greatest thing ever at the moment. He's like a redneck David Brent with the asshole turned way up, and it's great. It's brilliant. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Don't know what I'm going to call it. It's more about the story of going to see Flying Lotus, I guess. But yeah, have a good one, and leave me a comment if you've watched this, or found this interesting at all, or shit even. Cheers then.